Welcome to Shirley's Journeys. Today I'm going to talk to you about smoking on a cruise ship. There are 3 very good reasons to find the smoking sections on a cruise ship. One is you are a smoker and you just need to find where you can do that. 2, you have allergies or asthma or some medical condition where being around secondhand smoke is not safe for you. Or 3, you just don't like to smell it and you don't like to come away smelling like cigarette smoke if you've been in that area. All of those are valid reasons for looking for the smoking areas on a cruise ship. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to find the smoking areas or how to avoid the smoking areas on Royal Caribbean's Odyssey of the Seas. On the very first day of sailing, you need to go into the cabin and look for the cruise compass. The cruise compass is their newsletter that they put out every day, and Royal Caribbean is still printing a newsletter. Some of the cruise ships have started going toward all electronic information, but you can find the information on their newsletter. In fact, there's a lot of good information, so if you don't like to read, make yourself at least look at this first one and at the one about debarkation instructions a little later in your week. But back to finding the smoking section. You will notice on the cruise compass, they usually will have an area talking about where you're allowed to smoke. And this one is no different, right on the front page. The cruise compass says, smoking only permitted in designated areas. Well, where are they? Not in your cabin. Not on your balcony, not in the main dining room, not in the theater. In fact, there are only 3 places that you are allowed to smoke on the Odyssey of the Seas. The first one listed is the casino on deck 3. Smoking is allowed in Casino Royale only while actively playing in designated areas. Let's check out the casino smoking area. There's a large electronic sign indicating where the smoking area is located. And it also lets people know that you're only allowed to smoke if you're actively playing, and you must wear a mask while not playing. Of course, these are COVID protocols, so if you don't gamble and you like to smoke, you need to find one of the other 2 areas on the ship where smoking is allowed. Now, if you're like me and don't really want to even smell the smoke, you want to try to avoid the casino altogether. And that's where knowing the elevators comes in very handy. One is forward and one is mid or mid-aft. There are no true aft elevators on the ship. If you are going to the main dining room on deck 3, use the mid elevators. And if you're going to the music hall, use the forward elevators. If you choose the wrong elevator for your venue of choice, you may have to walk through the casino. But wait, you can walk around the casino by going down the stateroom hallways to the left or right after you get off the elevators if you found that you came down the wrong one. The next area is port side, deck 5. Now, if you're not sure which is port side and which is starboard side, you can use the little trick that I always use. The word port has 4 letters, P-O-R-T. The word left, also 4 letters. So left side is port side if you're facing forward on the ship. This is the smoking section on deck 5. Notice that they have a couple of chairs set up as well as portable ashtrays. I do mention the fact that these are portable, so Royal Caribbean could decide at any time to make the smoking section starboard side rather than port side. So the information I'm giving you is about my sailing that I went on, so you will want to orient yourself on your sailing. Here's a view of this smoking section from my balcony cabin, 11274. I liked this balcony cabin because it was far enough away from the smoking section that I only got a rare whiff. I would not want to have any cabin directly above the section for 2 reasons. On my sailing, people tended to hang out here late at night and smoke and talk loudly. Better yet, if you really want to avoid it, but want a midship cabin, book a starboard cabin or a forward cabin where the smoke won't blow your direction while sailing. The 3rd section listed is on deck 14, port side. This is on the Lido deck and it is near the pool. but it is protected. So it's outdoor, yet you're protected from the weather. I had to get up pretty early to get this picture because almost always this section is crowded with people who are smoking. So if you want to smoke outside, yet be protected from the weather, deck 14 is your best bet. If you want to avoid this smoking section, you're traveling from the solarium in the front of the ship perhaps to the marketplace in the back of the ship, and you don't really want to go through the smoking section, just make sure you walk along the starboard side of the ship. You won't smell the smoke over there. Perhaps you gained something from this video today about smoking on Royal Caribbean's Odyssey of the Seas. I'm Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.